Welcome back to the Blackstalgia podcast. My name is Kelby. We're back.
And we back.
We're back. I'm sorry we had to take a little bit of time off, but audience, we're back. Over there we have Chris.
What's going on?
All right. I know it's been kind of funky here, but 2 weeks ago, Sam and I recorded an episode right in my living room.
I heard some things about that.
And I'm not gonna throw him under the bus. I'm not gonna.
You want to though?
I'm not gonna throw him under the bus, but half the episode got corrupted, so I couldn't upload it. I wanted to throw him under the bus. I was like, yo, I'll get this episode in 4K. Oh my gosh! But I put it on my computer and it was like, oh, the H4n didn't record it and blah, blah, blah. The second half of the episode was recorded. So I was like, maybe I could put clips out, but I was just like, this is too much work. So I didn't put the episode out. And last week I tried to do an episode myself, but when I tell you I was dead, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday were probably one of the more difficult days of my entire life. I have never felt this 30 before. Ever. Like I could barely move. So I tried to do something for the people, but I was like, man, I can't. Like I gotta take some time off. And even then I was pushing other things. I was doing a million other things, but I couldn't record an episode. But today I said we's back, so we're back. What did we miss?
Quite a bit. It's been what, 2 weeks now?
It's been 2 weeks.
The first one was Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah.
So how was that for you?
Well, Valentine's Day is when me and Sam was recording the episode, and you wanted to go out there and be in love. Yeah, you know what? Me and Sam, we sat on the couch. The sun set, and we watched. And I put on, Judas and the Black Messiah.
Ooh.
You know, just to let him know how much of an oppressor he is.
It's just to remind him.
Yeah,
Keep him
I was
in
just
check.
like, I was like, you sitting on my couch right now, buddy.
Listen here, Jonathan.
Yeah, that's right. All right, I got a plantation in my bedroom right now for you.
I don't know what that means, but
Yeah, I mean, he was sitting on the couch like, I can't believe it was this tough for the blacks.
he washed it through his hands.
Yeah, he was like, the darn whites. Not my grandpa.
I'm sorry again.
So I put that on. I watched that, and then I watched a little bit of Malcolm and Marie, but he had to go. You know, he had a couple of. Now, Cora, what did you do? Because we were speculating on that episode of the one that never came out.
What I did for Valentine's Day?
What you do?
It was wonderful.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
All right, what was it?
Because we didn't do anything. We ordered in.
What about the chocolate fondue?
We made chocolate fondue. We figured out you have to temper chocolate.
What the hell is temper?
So you know how you put
Tempur-Pedic?
a pot of boiling water and then you put another pot on top of it to melt the chocolate?
Okay, yes.
We didn't do that the first time. We just put straight chocolate in the thing. And it made like mush. Yeah. And it was gross. So we had to redo it.
It's not gross.
It was.
It's still Black History Month. Don't ever say chocolate is gross.
My apologies. It was not right. So we made it again and it was delicious. And then we watched a ton of movies. We had some nice dinner. Yeah.
You didn't go anywhere?
No.
You sat in the house the whole day.
It was wonderful. I didn't lift a finger.
Man. Look at that, y'all love. So you could have done the episode.
Nah. It's my day off. I get one.
I remember your mom telling me, well, it is Mother's Day. I was like, I don't care if it's Mother's, Father's, and everybody else's day.
When you live with moms, it's got to happen.
I don't care. Hey, Sylv.
Yeah. She's watching right now. Watch.
Is she? She might be. All right. Shout out to everybody who's watching us on YouTube. Everybody who's streaming us on streaming platforms, Spotify, Google Podcasts, so on and so forth. And also, if you're finding this podcast from Snapchat, let me know. Follow us on Instagram. My thingamajig is going to be down here somewhere. Okay? All right. So we had Valentine's Day. It was my birthday.
Yes, it was. Ago.
I didn't do anything. I spent the whole day with you working.
That's true.
I wanted to go somewhere real bad. I thought about going to Mexico, But I just thought the opportunity came up where there was a new business, and you know me, man, straight up capitalist. I was just like, where's the opportunity for me to make a couple dollars? Right there, I'm doing it. So that's how I spent my birthday, working. And I didn't really want to tell too many people because people would be disappointed in me. I'd be like, hey, I'm working. They'd be like, why are you working? I enjoyed myself.
Right.
And then what Sam and I talked about on the show was Gina Carano.
The Mandalorian lady?
Yeah, she got canceled.
Of course. Whatever.
Yeah, she got canceled. And while we're talking about people getting canceled, the black guy from The Bachelor, he got canceled, I hear, because he didn't want to forgive one of the, or no, he didn't want to cancel one of the girls who, when she was 18, she went to an old Southern party, and he was just like, whatever.
What's the old Southern party?
Well, it's like they're like glorifying this 1800s.
Right on.
Like old South. So they was drinking like moonshine and, wearing the big poofy dresses and the big hair and stuff like that. So she went to one of those parties. And I guess, and I could be totally wrong here. I could be completely wrong here. But I guess people were like, you can't have an 1800 old South party because that's when slavery was happening. So.
Oh, so they wasn't even doing nothing with slavery. They just wore old.
Who's going to do that? Who's going to be like, come to the old slave party? We got Negroes right here by the train. Yeah,
you remember how it was?
No. No.
So then what the heck? What's the deal?
Don't say that. She's evil.
Oh, yeah. Facts.
Horribly oppressive.
Sure.
So I hear that's a story. Don't kill me, Bachelor Nation, if that's not the actual story, but just reading on Twitter, that's what was said. But isn't it fitting that in Black History Month, the Black Bachelor gets canceled? Look at the evil whites once again.
Too coincidental.
Killing a king. Isn't it here all blacks? Study all blacks. Whatever they say. And then, but then it's like, except for that one. He didn't.
It's like asterisk.
Yeah, no. So,
see below.
Yeah. I think that's everybody who got canceled somewhat recently. Oh, no. Cancun Cruz got canceled. How's everybody in Texas doing?
Are they still frozen?
I don't think so. I seen one of my Austin friends pumping it up in Texas, so I think they're all good.
I know.
But if anybody died, I'm sorry to hear that.
I don't think I know anybody in Texas.
You don't?
I don't think so.
It's a big old state, man. You should know at least one person.
I know, right?
Yeah, Cancun Cruz. So in the middle of all that jazz, Ted Cruz went off to Cancun, go party with his family. Well, how do you feel about that?
It's the same thing as, not the same thing, but it's like our governor, mayor, who was like, don't get close to everybody, stay home. And then he was at that big old party.
I get the optics of how that looks bad. And sure, maybe bad. But in a realistic sense, was Ted Cruz going to unclog your sink?
Seriously.
Like, I don't care.
What were you waiting for him for?
Yeah, like, okay, he leaves. So? That's just me. I get it's bad. Like, I guess AOC raised a bunch of money, but and maybe she was out there passing out toilet paper, but I don't care. I'm not from there, and I wouldn't, like, if Ted Cruz came to my house and was just like, I'm here to help with the freezing cold, I'd be like, dude, go call a professional.
Yeah.
Go call a plumber or somebody. Go call somebody who can actually help me.
Like, if he was known to do that before, okay, sure.
Yeah.
He dropped the ball or he just screwed up or whatever. But he had never shown any sign of helping people at all.
So what are we upset about?
What's the deal?
I don't care. It's hard to say that because I do judge the California governor, but he didn't do exactly that. Because Ted Cruz did not say, hey, everybody, we have to help each other in Texas, and then hijacked and then like left.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think he said we need to help everybody. I think he just left.
Yeah.
And was just like, I'm getting my kids up on out of here. I hear it's mad warm in Mexico right now. And just left. You know, Governor of California plays that both side thing where he's just kind of like, hey, y'all got to do this except for me. Yeah. You know, and that's dirty.
Pick one.
Dirty. Yeah.
You're either going to help or you're not.
Yeah. Did you hear about California giving everybody $600?
Is that right?
That's what they said.
What happened to the $1,400?
No. That's federal.
Different. This is a state.
This is the state
assistance.
Yes, this is the state saying,
really?
You know, we kept you inside for a year. We killed everybody's businesses. So here you go.
Facts.
Here's $600.
Yeah.
I never got anything in my bank account.
The first time? Or the second state?
This time. No, I'm talking the state of California.
Oh.
Not the federal money.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not talking the federal money. This is the state of California feeling bad. In fact, I applied for a grant, for a small business grant, and they was like, yo, that's what's up. We're going to keep your application for next time around. I was like, next pandemic?
Next what? You know what's up, we don't?
The federal government, every time I apply for a grant or like PPP or anything like that, they was, yo, just take the money right here. Here you go. Yeah. But the state of California, they was like, nah, fam. You good out there. I was like, bro, come on, man. Help a brother out.
Sucks. What the heck?
Yeah.
We'll see the 600 probably in 2 years.
I hope not.
Yeah.
Like, I hope it's not important to us in 2 years.
Right.
There's a lot of things that need to happen this year. Yes. Summer needs to be lit.
Yes.
And when I say lit, I mean I need to make a lot of money and I need to go a lot of places. Yeah. So figure it out, Tony Fauci. Somebody figure it out. Because I'm over this. I'm over the pandemic. I'm over the masks. You know, I got cute masks that match with my fit and whatnot. I'm over it. I want people to see the beard.
Dang. I would prefer if they didn't. Because mine grows patchy.
Shave it all off.
That's probably what I'm at.
Shave it all off. But I'm over it. Okay? I've had enough. But they are saying that Johnson & Johnson is putting out a brand new vaccine.
Baby wash.
No. Baby wash is too late.
They keep you smooth, man.
I be feeling a certain kind of way, like I'm not a baby, but I'm using this. But my skin feels soft as a mug.
See, if they can do that, they can cure us.
Johnson & Johnson coming out with a new vaccine. They say it's even better than the first 3 people that came out with the vaccines.
Right.
So how stupid do you look taking the first 3 vaccines where they got the
Everyone's like, I got it. Got the second one. Johnson, like, what you doing?
Yeah. Johnson, like, you should have just waited 4 more months. Yeah. You know?
This one gives you super strength.
Yo, I will take that right now. I would. I'd be like, man, I've been weak for so long. But yeah, they're saying that there's life coming. Good. You know, I saw The Weeknd announced a world tour, and they're saying that.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm talking. Well, they say world. It's North America and Europe. Yeah. You know, because I seen like Argentina being like, says world tour but goes to Europe all the way. But they're saying that the numbers are going down because there was like 17 million people that already got vaccinated. So yeah.
Are they still only doing 65 and up?
I really couldn't tell you. I hear so many things. I see so many people who are non-elderly getting it. I don't really know.
Yeah, I think they're pushing for a couple of people. Like I know teachers, they want to give them that.
Oh yeah,
because they want them to go back in the classroom, of course. But
what'd you say? Tomorrow you're gonna get one tomorrow. You can start getting them tomorrow?
Teachers can start getting them tomorrow.
Damn. Did you hear that they give you spider webs?
Go ahead. What's that mean?
Like when you take it, you could...
Oh, you like Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Oh, facts.
I'm in it.
Kelby's a medical professional.
Please don't say that. Allegedly.
Spider webs.
I'm here for it. No, I did see a couple teachers get it. I wonder if they're scared.
Of the vaccine or going back?
Kind of both. Like, Because the thing is like, if you get the vaccine, now people are going to say, well, you can go back to work. But the vaccine is not a cure.
No, not at all. It's like when you get a flu shot.
Yeah. It's not a cure.
It's not going to guarantee you're not going to get
And
the
now
flu.
they got the African COVID. You heard about that one?
Mm-hmm.
The African COVID. So it's like, is Johnson & Johnson going to touch the South African COVID? I don't know. So that's the thing now where it's like, there's the reports where they say everything is down because so many people got the vaccine. But, and this is just from my silly brain, but with winter, like with it slowly coming out of winter, I think just the natural flu season got more people than I think perhaps we expected.
Yeah.
Mixed with COVID. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we're going into March. So naturally, every year, you know, of course, I'm not a professional at this, but just, you know, my thinking. But I've seen a lot of people get the vaccine. I've seen a lot of people get it. I'm not one of those. I'm going to wait for the Walmart vaccine to come out.
I'm always strolling to that CVS.
Yeah, I'll be okay. But I do see that Johnson & Johnson is out here making moves. So we'll see what happens, you know. I would love to see what happens with these students, because the honest truth is the teachers don't really need to go back to work this year, like not this school year.
Right.
Because it's March.
Yeah.
And school ends in
June.
Probably early in June. It ends in May.
Maybe late May, yeah.
March, April, May. That's about 2.5 months. Yeah. That, you know, what do the teachers need to go back to school for now?
Yep.
They could go back in the fall once they've all got the shot, if that's what they want to do. I don't really know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Going back is pointless.
You said going back is pointless?
Yes.
In general?
Yes.
Forever?
No.
What you want to happen?
Huh?
What do you want to happen?
Wait till fall.
Oh, wait till fall. Yeah, I think that's probably the right move.
Because they want us to do hybrid, and that's pointless.
Hybrid.
They want you to do hybrid, and that's pointless.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say hybrid is pointless.
It's only going to be half day, and the kids have to sit in their desks the whole day.
Half day.
Go anywhere but their desks.
Half day. You're talking about like right now before summer vacation? And right now they've been not in school at all?
They're online.
They're all online. I think that there could be a... Say it again?
In LA.
In LA. There could be some benefit, because I do feel a little bit weird about students being completely out of school for a full year, especially in elementary school and middle school. Say it again?
But it's going to be worse, because they don't get to play. They don't get to do anything. I mean,
She says it's going to be worse for
It's
the
gonna be
kids.
worse.
Because they don't get to go out and socialize.
Behind a plexiglass at their desk.
Oh, they're going to be behind a plexiglass?
They can sit at their desk. They need to be 12 feet apart from every other student.
12 feet apart? So that means for the first time in LA history, a teacher's going to have like 4 students.
Yeah.
And the kids are going to learn really, really well.
The only half day is they can't fit that many students in one classroom.
So it's going to be 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon.
Yeah, they have a group in the morning, a group in the afternoon. You have to sanitize in between. They can sit in their desk. They can't go out for lunch. They can't go out for play. They can't go out for anything but bathroom to come back.
Wait, how do they eat lunch?
Huh?
How do they eat lunch?
At their desk.
Well, I don't know. I guess they could wait till next year, but I don't know if I would really push it beyond next year. Because I already feel like these kids, they sit on their phone and on Zoom and all this stuff all day long already. And it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, this is going to stunt education. Like, you know how in 3rd grade you have to take that standardized testing to see where you're at, like, educational-wise?
No, they was pretty much just like, he mad smart. Just
Oh, that's facts. That's facts. Well, for us normies, they gave us the standardized testing to see, like, what reading level we were at, et cetera, et cetera. And all these kids who've been stuck at Zoom, who probably missed a bunch of class, who probably don't pay attention on the Zoom because they don't have to, they're at home.
Right.
They're probably going to get either have to retake a grade or have to get a a lot of extra tutoring and stuff like that.
I feel like they're gonna be a little awkward too.
Yeah, socially too. That's a big component of school.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna be kind of awkward, and I don't know. I saw Rob. What's Adam Sandler's buddy's name?
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider. He pretty much said, "Yo, open all schools back up. If teachers don't want to work, they got to get fired or they can quit. But open all schools back up." And I was a little bit surprised to see him tweet that because he's a part of Hollywood,
right?
And I was like, "Damn!" And he did not get canceled at all. People were just like, disagree, but love your movies.
This Rob Schneider, who was gonna cancel him?
Who's gonna take him seriously?
Yeah, what's the last movie he did? Probably another Sandler thing.
Yeah, he did a pretty funny movie on Netflix.
I don't know.
Maybe 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
I liked it. It was pretty dumb, but I liked it.
I like that dumb kind of stuff.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. Speaking of COVID, the governor of New York. Have you followed that at all?
No.
Okay, so Andrew Cuomo apparently lied about his COVID numbers. So he has two scandals going on: a sexual harassment and COVID. So you haven't heard about that at all?
No, neither of them, sexual harassment or the COVID thing.
Okay, so let me pull this up. So so this is from statnews.com. And it says Andrew Cuomo's COVID-19 nursing home fiasco shows the ethical perils of pandemic policymaking. So if you remember, when COVID started, New York was like, boom, instant, 30K deaths. Boom, that was it. Right. COVID came, was like, yo, come here.
Yeah.
Right? And instantly, it was like after like 2 months, the deaths just stopped growing.
Right.
And I remember they were saying that he was putting the elderly back into the old folks' home and spreading COVID through the old folks' home.
Oh, shoot.
And his reasoning was there were no more hospital beds. Okay. But I noticed that the deaths stayed at like 33,000 for several months. And I don't know how that happened. So this is from statnews.com. They said, the humbling of New York Governor Andrew Cuomo on pandemic policy has been spectacular and swift. Now, before I continue, remember, I'm pretty sure Cuomo was the guy who put out that book saying, I'm the greatest governor of all time. I stopped COVID. I'm incredible. Okay. And then he had that big poster in the New York train station where he was on top of COVID, pretty much body slamming COVID. Like, I did this.
Right.
Okay. So it says, within a matter of days, one of America's most trusted voices in the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic became a political pariah. Outrage over Cuomo's decisions first to require nursing homes to accept COVID-19 patients when New York's hospitals were overflowing, and then to hide data about deaths of nursing home residents has engulfed Albany in recent weeks. Court orders, leaks, and investigations revealed that Cuomo dramatically and intentionally understated the pandemic's toll on nursing home residents in New York. So Cuomo's fall from grace is a cautionary tale of the perils of policymaking during a public health crisis. Making the right decisions in the early days of battling a novel virus is incredibly difficult, and leaders shouldn't fear retribution for tough choices they made in good faith. 5 ethicists and public health experts told Stat, but that doesn't absolve leaders from taking responsibility for their missteps. So he essentially was like, the first thing is, I'm pretty sure we all knew from the jump, COVID's bad for old people.
Right.
Okay. And so when it was all going down in New York, and New York was number one, and so on and so forth, and he was sending those old folks back into the old folks' home, and we were hearing nursing homes are getting cleared out. Like, everybody died. And for him to just kind of brush that under, I think falls in line with me saying, what the hell happened to these numbers?
Right.
How do you hit 30K in 45 days or in 60 days And then for 3 months after that, it just kind of stays stagnant.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know? So, and then he has the sexual harassment thing that came immediately after. Now, this is a guy who people thought was going to be president.
Really?
Yeah. They thought, and like the two people that people thought could have a chance at being president was Andrew Cuomo and our governor. And it was all going to be based on what they did with COVID. And Andrew Cuomo was seen as a hero. So, of course, he was like the guy. In fact, somebody said he won some kind of award for what he did in New York with COVID. But now we all come to find out that this guy is just a liar.
They all are.
We're going to get to that. So it's real tough to hear because it kind of makes the people who were fighting for what this guy was saying and doing, it makes them look kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because number one thing about COVID is we're all wrong.
Yeah.
The number one thing I learned about COVID is no matter what, you are wrong. Because if you say, hey, everyone needs to wear a mask, someone could easily say, a year ago they said, yo, nobody wearing masks, you're taking them away from healthcare workers, right? This happened. So somewhere in between, somebody said, yo, wait a second, let's switch this, right? And who's right? Anyone can make the argument that one side is right or the other side is right. Or the other thing where they said, what was it about? They said it's 14 days to slow the curve.
Yeah.
Right? But it's been mad days. And the curve went super up in December. Not even in summer. In summertime, people was out. And when I say out, they was grinding on each other. They was going to basement parties.
Yep.
They was going to all different. They were marching in the streets. The numbers still didn't hit what they hit in December when it got cold and everybody decided to stay home. So I think everybody on COVID is wrong. And honestly, with our elected officials who are being guided by whoever they're being guided by, you should just take the stuff with a grain of salt. If that's what you tell me to do, all right. I am not going to celebrate you as a hero until I see that what you told me to do actually worked. And I'm going to give it some time.
That's what I've been saying. Everything they tell you, don't take it, what do you call it? Don't take it as don't take it fully. Just take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, you got to take it. You got to take it at 10%. You know, it's real sad. I'm not going to go into a sexual harassment thing, but that's also pretty sad too. So talking about all these fine folks, this has been going around. So Biden's been here for how long? Month?
About a month.
Month and some change. So he's kind of taking a reverse stance on just about everything.
Yeah.
So we can start with the national mask mandate. So originally he said 100 days, everybody has to wear a mask. Okay, but then he said it was only going to be on federal property, and he admitted as president, I can't actually do that.
Yeah.
So the 100 days of everybody wearing a mask thing just kind of, and then he went backwards a little bit on the whole stimulus check, where I believe he said he wanted to give us $2,000, and then he ended up saying, well, you already got $600. And I heard a nice little quote where he said the $1,400 that we give you can pay off every single bill in full until like July. And I was like,
that's wrong. 100% that's wrong.
I was like, why don't you work for $1,400 every 6 months? Like, what are you talking about? So there's that. And then he kind of backstepped on the student loans thing. which I don't have the biggest problem with, and I owe a lot of money in student loans. I owe like $80,000.
Jesus.
And I only owe that much because my mom took like 40 grand for me.
Oh shit.
Yeah. My education is, expensive.
Yeah.
For me to be this dumb, I gotta pay a lot. But he took a back step on that. Originally, it was all student loans got to go. Then it was 50 grand, and then he said 10 grand, and then now he's trying to put it off on Congress to make the final choice.
Right.
But I believe he said it was unethical to cancel people's student loans.
This guy. Which one is it?
And then lastly, last week, a couple of people in Syria got bombed.
Yeah, good.
You hear about that?
Yes.
Yeah. And I saw this guy tweet. They put his two tweets next to each other. I'll read it out loud. Let me find it. It's pretty. It's kind of nasty to read. Only because it's just they make it too easy. But yeah, let me go ahead and find it. Let's see where he is. Here. Oh, I guess he probably got rid of it. Oh yeah, he deleted it. So he pretty much was a guy who tweeted in the Trump era and was just like, yo, if Trump bombs Syria, he's the worst guy ever. We hate him, all this stuff. And then he was like, Joe Biden bombing Syria? Well, they said that they were going to bomb us first. So, good move. One thing about bombing other countries at the moment, I ain't fighting for nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't signing up for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Respect the troops. Appreciate what y'all do for me. I'll be right here. Y'all can go fight.
Mm-hmm.
I will be right here watching WandaVision. I'll be right here. I'm on my Muhammad Ali. I'm not fighting no war upon a white man.
Right on.
And that's that. Now that luckily we live in the United States, we got the army filled with people, filled with money, filled with tanks, filled with all the stuff. They don't need me anymore. I got a bad back and I'm black. So,
You check those boxes quick. He's like, I got a bad back and I'm black.
Pretty much worthless in this country. So, yeah, but I think the more astounding thing here is that the media has been on Cancun breaks with Ted Cruz while all of this stuff is happening. All of this stuff is just silently happening.
Mm-hmm.
Things are just like, oh yeah, he's not going to do that anymore. Doop-a-doop. But if this was true, did you hear?
Are you kidding me?
Did you hear when that little kid said, are we all going to die of COVID? And Biden was like, well, like it's highly unlikely that kids are going to get COVID. And, so you'll be fine. Like, don't worry about it. Trump pretty much said the same thing.
Uh-huh.
He was pretty much like, kids are practically immune to it. You could get it and you'll be fine. And everybody was like, how could he? Right? And I think this goes to show one thing. We are in the streaming era. We're in the information era. So people like to think that traditional media doesn't have hold on your life. But there is not a single person who can tell me that the anxiety that they felt in July, August, September, October is still what they feel today.
Mm-hmm.
There's nobody. Because walking outside in those months was just like, ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, right? It was just nuts. But now, plenty of things are happening. And the news is just like, boop, doop, boop, doop, boop.
Yep. Tell you, man, it's what they show you and it's what they don't show you at the same time.
It's kind of scary.
It's scary. It's like Big Brother, man.
Like,
They show you what you want to see, or what they want you to say, I should say.
and then if it doesn't work for them, they're like, yo, all hands on deck. We're going to get this thing out of here. I get it. You know, I understand everybody did not like Trump. Totally got it. But you have to play fair. Like, if you're going to scrutinize the things that Trump did, you got to do it for Biden, too. Because at the end of the day, these are public servants, right? So if you're saying that he's doing all these bad things and it's going to hurt the public, you got to come after the guy who said he's coming to be our savior the same way. If he made all these promises to us and then now he's tap dancing and taking all these steps backwards and we're not going to get not a one thing that he said he was going to give us, then what was the point of all of this?
Why do we fight so hard for this?
What was the point?
We rejoiced and rejoiced and rejoiced.
I didn't rejoice.
January, February. Well, maybe not you, but
I didn't
large
rejoice.
population of the country.
They sure did. I remember I was walking down those San Diego streets. Them girls was dancing, going crazy for Joe Biden.
Grandpa Biden.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to get my platinum money. Was that him with the platinum plan, or was he had the? No, he had the lift every voice and sing plan. I want to get my black people money. Just
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. You ain't got to do nothing else. Just send me some black people money. Yeah. Put the Tubman in my bank account right now.
That's all you need.
I find this to be highly offensive that people voted for you, and then 30 days later you're just like, man, I'm moonwalking upon you, what you guys wanted. What is he doing? Like, that's what I want to know. What are you doing? Because the funny thing is, I feel like Trump didn't give us a bunch of new laws, and Biden gave us like 40 executive orders, and some of the laws to me made no true sense. I want to read some of them, but they're so offensive. I don't want people to think that I said them.
Right.
So I won't read them. But some of these things are just kind of like, what do they call it? Virtue signaling laws, where I'm just like, this isn't going to make anything better. It just makes everybody feel like they did something better. Right. And that's not any better than what's actually happening. So I don't know. I don't want to tear him down because it really has only been a month.
Give him a little more time to fuck up.
I'm definitely gonna give him some time, but just to see his standpoint of if he hadn't just say, yo, just give me some more time on the student loans thing, and of course this is not my fight. The student loan thing is not my fight. But if he just said it like, oh, the minimum wage thing, minimum wage, I believe is not going up. I think that was another one of his things that he said was gonna go up. It's not gonna go up. If he just said, yo, this is actually going to be very hard to do. However, just give me time. Give me like 6 months. Don't rush me. I'd be like, okay, fine. But he pretty much was just like, I, Joseph Robinette Biden, swear to do my best. All right, anyways. We're not going to do none of this.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to sleep for a couple days. I'm going to come back, and I'll be on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what it feels like happened. So the honest question here is, should Kanye West have won?
No. Next topic.
Yeah, no, okay. I was just wondering. No, I got you. Okay. All right. So we talked about the Bachelor getting canceled. We talked about Biden. We talked about everybody else. All right. So Jay-Z is starting an app. And it's an app called Perch Credit, and it's allowing minorities to raise their credit score with monthly subscriptions to Netflix, Hulu, and more.
How's that gonna work? You get the app, and with that app, you get a subscription, or you pay for a subscription.
Maybe it's kind of like Truebill, where it tells you how much all your subscriptions are every month. It's not an ad.
I guess. How does that help your credit?
Because
you still don't pay it.
It creates a budget for you.
What you gonna do?
Here's the thing. I don't like Netflix taking a roundabout way to get me to sign up. I'm not signing up, Chief. I don't want Netflix. I don't want Hulu. I want somebody else's password.
I tell you, there's one cousin somewhere in America who just gave out the password to everybody, and I have it. You're a good guy. Yeah, appreciate you, dog.
I have some apps on my TV. Granted, I don't use them, but the few times, like once every 3 months, that I'm like, let me just turn a little something on. I'm like, how do I even have this? I don't know whose password and whose account I'm on, but I'm on there, and it's lit.
I've been watching WandaVision.
No, we're gonna talk about WandaVision.
Yo, dude,
we're gonna talk about it. But yeah, congrats, Jay-Z. But
see how it goes.
I don't know. I think you might have to keep that one in the tug for yourself. Yeah, I don't need to sign up for Netflix to raise my credit. I have great credit. I just have debt.
Yeah,
and I don't want any more.
That's if you got an app for that.
How to get rid of my debt?
We could talk. But
yeah, I honestly feel like not enough people asked me for my Venmo and my Cash App in Black History Month so that they can help me get out of systemic debt.
Yes.
You know, I saw a lady on GoFundMe who was like, yo, I have 3 kids and I need to buy a house. So I'm starting this GoFundMe. Y'all can pay. Please help me pay for a house in full so I have no debt.
Right.
And she kind of played the black angle a little bit, where she was just like, it's just that this country has systemically kept me down, so I've never been able to purchase a house. So with my 3 kids and no dad and blah, 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 I need everybody to pitch in because I'm not buying a house where I get into debt.
Right.
And I was just kind of like, at it a little bit. I was just like, okay, but like, I had too many questions.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I get it. I get what you're trying to say, but I don't think it's very fair.
Yeah, I knew somebody like that, or I think I followed somebody that was like that. They got either they split up with somebody, or they got a divorce, and then they lost their job, and they was like, yo, so I need some help.
I mean, I get asking for help.
Yeah,
if you need help.
But if you start a GoFundMe, like...
That's fine. Listen, if she said, I worked really hard, I saved 50 grand up because I want to buy a house for myself and my kids, but I'm about $10,000 off from having the down payment that I need. Mm-hmm. I'm just $10,000 off, and I really need some help. Like, the apartment is old, and it's really tough for us to live there. But I did my part. I just need somebody to meet me, like, just that last stretch.
Right.
I would have more respect for you, But playing that, like, I'm such a victim. Mm-hmm. And I have 3 kids. Mm-hmm. It's like, nobody told you to have those 3 kids. I certainly wasn't the one to say that. So I don't like it because it feels like you're using a certain moment to benefit from it. Where I'm an opportunistic guy, but you could have reframed that another way. And then to say, like, y'all need to pay for my whole house because I don't need to get in
start
debt
from zero.
It's like, I don't know.
It's like you like, and I agree with you. You can ask for help. That's fine. Just help yourself too. At the same time.
Yeah. I'm not lifting your hand up so I can shake it. Like, meet me somewhere. Yeah. I did not like that. I didn't like that. But I don't know. I could be telling you the wrong story. Don't cancel me. I'm not on The Bachelor. It is what it is. But shout out Jay-Z.
Right on.
All right, we're gonna take a break and we'll be right back.
Rolling.
All right, welcome back to the show. Okay, so couple cool things. Let's go into TV and movies. So tonight, the night that we're actually filming, the Golden Globes are happening.
Oh yeah, did it start already? It's 9:45. It's probably over.
Oh yeah. So tonight, Aundra Day won for Billie Holiday versus the United States something.
Oh, nice.
Give me a round of applause for Aundra Day.
I don't have the button.
You don't have the button?
I'm too far.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Shout out to Aundra Day. I saw an interesting fact. Let me get on there. Let me see. Here we go. All right. So Aundra Day. Before Aundra Day, only one black woman won for Best Actress in a Drama Film. So that's Aundra Day winning for United States versus Billie Holiday.
Nice.
So congratulations to Aundra Day. And Daniel Kaluuya won for Judas and the Black Messiah.
Nice.
Congratulations to Daniel Kaluuya.
Chadwick won.
He was a beast in that movie.
For Ma Rainey's Black.
Wait, hold up. Wait. Don't take
Am
a
I
moment
skipping
away.
it?
Wait, don't take a moment from
sorry.
Daniel. Daniel did a great job in that Judas and the Black Messiah movie. Did you see it?
Where did it come out? I didn't see it.
Netflix.
Oh,
So
it's on
you know he's English.
Yes.
So number one, he gained some weight for the role.
Nice.
I don't personally think he looked a lot like Fred Hampton, but he changed the way he spoke so dramatically and so drastically that you almost didn't realize it was him.
Right.
The kid was on fire in that movie. And then who did you say?
Chadwick won.
For Ma Rainey?
For Ma Rainey.
I didn't watch Ma Rainey, but congratulations, Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace.
Yes.
Soul won.
Soul won.
Soul was a beast of a movie.
Yes, it was.
Amazing movie. Didn't even expect it to have the layers that it had.
Mm-hmm.
Soul was a different type of movie that
Yes.
I quite enjoyed it. Let's see. Is there anybody else who won?
Oh, Soul won too. They won for the original score too.
Okay. I watched a movie that had little Golden Globes flashlights on them on Netflix. It was called I Care a Lot.
Okay.
Starring Rosamund Pike and
Isa Gonzalez.
yeah. So this movie goes to show you how easy it is for white people to make horrible things and people still say it's great.
Right on.
Okay. When I watched that movie, I Care a Lot, the only thing I thought of was the people who made this did not care one bit.
That's the one where she is for the old people.
Yeah, she's a state-appointed legal guardian. It's her. It's little guy. I'm forgetting his name.
Little guy?
He's like little guy, little actor, little guy, little man.
Do you mean the short actor?
Yes. You know his name. He's got
the guy, Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage. He's in
little
it.
guy. I don't think that's, you don't want to call it.
Oops.
Peter Dinklage.
I thought it was a little. Okay, whatever. Sorry.
Anyway, sorry. Peter Dinklage.
He's in it, and the movie sucks.
Really?
The movie sucks. First of all, the writing is horrible. None of it is believable. Like, not even a little bit believable.
I would have to see it.
Don't ever.
I'm gonna see it.
That movie's trash.
I'll turn it on.
I saw it. I saw Rosamund Pike with her stupid teeth.
She's a Gone Girl.
Yes.
Okay.
I actually quite enjoyed her, but the movie was so bad that I turned out to hate her. And I believe they're trying to make her the next Nicole Kidman or.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what it feels like. Or the next, there's another lady who's got that same thing going for her. Lady from Curious Kids, Benjamin Button. Come on, you got
This
it.
is Button.
No. The lady, Blanche.
Kate Blanchett?
Kate Blanchett. Yeah, they're trying to kind of give us a little bit of her with Rosamund Pike. They could have kept this one.
Well.
Isa Gonzalez, you could have stayed home for this one. I'm glad they didn't win anything, I hope. If you guys pay me, I'll say something good about it.
If Netflix sponsors you
Yeah.
for an episode.
Watch them put an ad right after this.
Right.
Did you like Gone Girl? No.
No.
Gone Girl was fine, but this movie was just horrible. Ava DuVernay showcased that the foreign associated film press had 0 black people.
All right.
You heard about that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So now all the black people are winning.
Yep.
Somebody's got a little guilt on the mind.
Hey, but some of those performances are worth a win.
Yeah, they are. But in the natural order of things, you'd see Rosamund Pike up there 10 times.
Probably.
They would have been like, we don't even know what movie we're giving her this one for, but here you go.
Right.
They would have been like, and for Gone Girl. I'm like, wait a second.
Hold on. It is 2021.
Yo,
what are you doing?
I'm a little confused. She's like, I'm confused too. Yeah. So I don't know what to do about that. Film press, figure it out. Put a black on there.
Yeah.
Do something. Now that we cracked the case.
Right.
Put Tyler Perry on there or something. I really don't know.
Yeah.
Hollywood Foreign Press. I'm sure there's somebody black somewhere who wants to be on your staff or whatever you guys are. So figure that out. Okay? If you guys find me missing or in
Damn, we had a Blackstalgia episode in 3 weeks. What's going on?
He hadn't posted a meme on his story in a long time. Yeah, they killed me. So there's that. Sticking on movies, Taraji P Henson says that she only got paid $40,000 for The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's been a while since I've seen that movie. I didn't know Taraji was in it.
That's rough. So let me give you the full story. Taraji P Henson did not get paid $40,000 for that movie. She got paid $150,000. And after tax and after paying her team, she came out with $40,000.
Okay.
Now, I must say 2 things that are on 2 opposite sides here. The first thing is I really don't like when supporting actors say, but look at how much they paid Brad Pitt.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you watch that movie for Taraji P Henson?
Apparently I didn't.
And that's one of my favorite movies.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's one of my favorite movies. She does a great job in that movie. However, just in the business, I can't justify. I can't take that statement serious. Like, oh, they paid Cate Blanchett and Brad Pitt so much more than me. Yeah.
They sure did.
Yeah.
They were top billing.
I got it. Their faces are on the poster.
Yeah.
And they're saying, please watch this movie. Brad Pitt is in it.
Yep.
Okay. However, I think $150,000 for her at that time with that movie is real low.
Correct. What year did that come out? That came out in
2008.
Yeah.
I think she wasn't a major star at that time. She didn't have, I looked it up earlier this morning. She didn't have any huge credits. Like, she had some kind of like in the culture credits, but Benjamin Button is her first like big studio movie.
Right.
And with that being said, I still think $150,000 is wildly low.
Mm-hmm.
She did say that she wanted several millions for it, which I would not have said. I don't know if that makes sense, but they could have paid her $300,000 to $500,000.
Mm-hmm.
They could have. I think so. Their budget was between $150 and $167.
Yep.
So, yeah, you could have paid her that. Now, my next question is, did you get residuals for this role?
Yeah.
Did
you get points on the back end?
Not even points on the back end, just regular residuals that actors get for being in these kind of movies.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get those? And I want to know if they were omitted from this story, because that's important to know. Did you eat some meals because of that movie down the line? I don't know if she has a new movie coming out, so if this is a part of the news cycle that she's trying to create. But I I support her in the idea that she was probably underpaid. Yes. Right. But I just never like when people say, look at the star of the movie. Why did they give them $20 million? Like, yeah, yeah. Look at John Boyega. He did that Star Wars movie in the 2016 version or 2015 version, whichever one it was. I paid $500,000 for that movie.
Yep.
This is Star Wars. This is a guaranteed gonna make $1 billion at the box office. Guaranteed.
Right.
And I remember the outcry, like, oh my gosh, they only gave him 500,000. Bro, listen, a dog could play in Star Wars. And the movie will make $1 billion.
Right.
No matter what. And I think something very similar of this Curious Case movie where they put Brad Pitt in it. It's a kind of large movie. It's an Oscar type movie. Yeah, Brad Pitt is gonna bring that $300 million. Doesn't really matter who's gonna be in it. Like us next to him, Kate Blanchett. All right, they got it. They're gonna make $350.
Right,
and it did. It made like $335 or something like that. And then you never know how much it made after that. You know, I'm sure it probably made another 6, 7, 800 million.
Right.
You know, just on streaming and on whatever. So I feel Taraji. I feel you. But I think that there's just a different way to communicate that issue of I was underpaid. Could there be this situation though with Jonah Hill? What does that mean? Jonah Hill got paid scale to do Wolf of Wall Street. Why? Why did he do that? Well, you're talking about is it a Martin Scorsese movie?
Yeah.
Is it a Leonardo DiCaprio movie?
Right.
You're telling me that doing a movie with these two where I get like third or fourth billing, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take scale for that. He got an Academy Award nomination for that film.
Right.
This is Jonah Hill, Superbad kid.
Yeah.
Talking Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll take scale. I'll take $30,000 to do that. I will. And if you look at him and you look at the girl who's in that movie, I cannot remember her name, but she's gorgeous. Margot Robbie. That movie took her out of here.
Yep.
Like instant star. Instant. I had no clue who she was before that. No clue. She could have probably just been working at Hooters.
Right.
No clue. But it made her a star. And when I say a star, you know those big movies like that where they have just a random beautiful girl, and then you're just like, well, I've never seen her before, and I've never seen her ever again. Mm-hmm. She's not like that. Mm-hmm. Margot Robbie became Margot Robbie. Mm-hmm. So, is there the argument that Curious Case of Benjamin Button created the Taraji that we have today?
Could be like a small argument for that.
Small? I mean, that's a big movie.
Right,
and
but
she acted her butt off.
Right, she was good in the movie, but she had some starring roles in ones after that.
After that, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, you could say this one.
I mean, before that, she had Baby Boy.
Right. You'd have to pull up the IMDb.
No, I saw it this morning.
Oh, okay.
She had other films, but her starring one was Baby Boy.
Right on. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I think that's a good argument for Taraji to say, like, yo, this movie gave you a huge career. I would have taken the $40,000 and residuals. Now, if she said, yo, they gave her $40,000 or they gave her $150,000, she got $0 in residual payments over the course of these last 12, 13 years, then that's a different conversation.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure when it's all said and done, she probably made another $200,000, $300,000 off of that movie.
More than likely.
It did really well. But yeah. All right. So what are you watching on TV?
Right now, the one I'm keeping up with is WandaVision.
Okay. You liking it?
I am liking what they're doing and how they're kind of forming everything moving forward.
Okay.
You know how, like, some of the Marvel movies were like, oh, was just a setup so they could set up the bigger picture 2 movies down the line.
Uh-huh.
I feel like they're trying to do that with this, but it's coming out more interesting. I like the way that they're doing it. It's interesting. And I feel like a TV show is the best way to have set this up versus a whole movie. I feel like if it was a movie, I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much.
Well, I started watching it. I didn't have the intention to really watch it. I didn't know what it was about, and I was not interested. But last night, I sat on the couch, I watched I Care a Lot, and I said, I got to watch this movie out of my soul. What else is there for me to watch? And I said, everybody's talking about WandaVision. Turned it on, watched the first episode, and I said, Now I watched the second episode. I said, Now something that happened that I didn't connect was that the first one and the first episode in the 50s was in the 50s and the second one was in the 60s.
Correct.
I did not get that.
Oh.
When it turned into the 70s, I was like, damn, why it jumped 20 years?
Right.
And I still don't understand what the B person is doing. I don't know who that is and what they're there for.
Oh, the B person?
Yeah.
You watched, I think you missed an episode.
I didn't miss it. I saw that he went there, but I don't know what he's supposed to do.
He wasn't a B person originally.
What was he?
He was a sword operative. He was going in there. He had a hazmat suit on, and he went. Sorry, this is spoilers. This might be spoilers.
I don't even care.
He was a sword guy with a hazmat suit. Sword is the organization.
Yeah, right.
He went under the city through the sewers, and he had a line on him. Mm-hmm. And then when he crossed the field, the TV field, the line dropped, and his hazmat suit turned into a beekeeper suit when he came back up.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so he wasn't supposed to be a beekeeper originally. I
was like, the hell?
He was in a suit, but when he came up, Wanda turned him into a beekeeper.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so I watched it, and the first thing that came to my mind is, boy, is this show expensive.
Oh, yes.
It's the first thing that I said. I watched it, and I saw Kitty Cat from that 70s show. I saw the cinematography. I saw the sets. I saw it all. And I said, yeah, this show is a check.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the first thing that came to mind. And then I watched the second episode, and I said, yeah, this is expensive. Then I watched the third episode, and I said, oh, okay. This is big money. So I looked it up, right? According to what I saw, it's about $25 million per episode. Yeah. That's
Marvel, baby.
Not chump change.
Nope.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. Now, quality-wise, I was like, okay, they took their time to really show this to us, and I could see that.
Right.
So I liked the first episode. I liked the second. I liked the third. It started getting a little bit weird, but I was like, I'm still riding with it.
Yeah.
Fourth and fifth episode came about. I said, okay, I'm engaged.
Yes.
Now, I really liked the time period pieces. I really liked that the moment the 2000s came about and they did the Malcolm in the Middle throwback, I was like, Malcolm! And I loved it, right? But then the sixth and the seventh and the eighth episode came around, and I totally checked out.
Really?
I was like, man, this show's weird. I did not like the fact that the neighbor, I don't care about your spoilers. I don't like that the neighbor is a witch.
That's the whole setup though. And it also, I don't know if like you have to have read the comics or
you
really
had to.
invested in it to understand it.
You told me I didn't have to.
I mean, you don't.
But then I watched it and I was like, yo, I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
So there's a lady and she's a witch, and obviously she knows or she thinks that this girl's a witch, so she wants to prove it. And so up to this point in all the movies, we didn't know what the hell Wanda was. We figured, whatever they did to her experiment-wise, like, made her what she is. But now they're telling us, no, she had this before, which means they're probably setting it up for that she's a mutant. You know what I mean?
Oh, because they're in the same world as the X-Men.
Because up till now, the people with the superpowers didn't have superpowers originally. Spider-Man got bit. Ant-Man had the suit. Iron Man has the suit.
Oh, I see.
T'Challa has the suit. Who else? Captain America got experimented on. No one was naturally born a superhero.
Let me think about this.
Captain Marvel got zapped with a cube.
That movie sucked.
Yeah, it wasn't.
That movie was super bad.
It wasn't one of the best. So up till now, she's been the only person who was born with powers.
What about Vision?
And her brother? Vision was just born. You know what I mean? Like, he was born as a machine, so he's technically. I guess you could count him, but
okay.
So like that's a setup to bring Fox together to bring.
Who is Fox?
Fox. Well, like Fox Studios, like they own.
Oh, actual Fox.
X-Men. Sony owns Spider-Man and all that shit.
I mean, before I rag on it, Catherine Hahn she can do everything.
I love Catherine.
She can literally. I saw her in Bad Moms Christmas. She literally can do anything. Mm-hmm. She can do serious. She can do funny. She's like that person that the studio knows. Hey, I need to rely on somebody for this. They can't be the star, but we need somebody to be better than the star. Mm-hmm. And I'm not dissing Elizabeth Olsen because she's acting her freaking butt off.
Oh, yeah.
She's acting her butt off. But Catherine Hahn, shout out to you. Mm-hmm. You are very good at your job.
Yes.
And then the other person I want to say is, I want to say her real name. So I don't want to be disrespectful. Let me get her name real quick. Her name is Tiana Paris.
Yes.
Woo! Tiana Paris. I should call her on Instagram right now.
Go ahead.
Nah, relax. Tiana Paris, you are incredible. Let's see what else she's been in. Oh, she's from Dear White People. I just did somebody from Dear White People. Wow. Tiana Paris, you're the one. You have very good teeth. You have great acting skills. You have awesome skin. It's a pleasure to watch you on television. Follow me on Instagram.
just respond to my DM.
I ain't even sent you one yet.
Just respond to it.
It's on. Yeah. Write me back.
Yeah. Write me.
Yeah. Right. Write me now.
Yeah, and she's on some things. She's if they're doing what I think they're doing, she's gonna be on for a while.
Let me see. She's getting paid.
Yes.
Let me see if she's married. She good. Tiana Paris. Oh man, you are killing this role. You made me forget that the 60s had no black people.
Right.
I give that 2 thumbs up. So yeah, once the neighbor comes out a witch and the kids are growing exponentially and blah blah blah, I was just like, meh. But love the 50s, love the 60s, 70s, 80s sitcom, 90s sitcom where the commercials in between. The commercials are genius. I just think that the show was very, very, very well done.
Yeah.
This is next level television making.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just creating expensively.
They got the money for it, that's for sure.
Luxuriously. This is it. Like what I've kind of certain things that I've always wanted to do, where they changing the aspect ratio in front of your freaking eyeballs.
Yep.
Like this is they are taking things to the next level. And how is DC gonna keep up?
They're coming out with Zack Snyder's version of Justice League.
Yo, where's the trash?
That's all they got right now.
And didn't Zack Snyder make hella trash?
He did.
He did Superman.
I think that's only one, right?
Nah, he did something else.
Well, for DC, I mean.
Yeah, no, he did something else.
Oh, he did?
He did, let's see, Zack Snyder. I only know this because, watch I meet him tomorrow. I only know this because he has a certain color for everything. Yeah, this is it. So he did Justice League. He did Justice League 2021. Why are they calling it Zack Snyder's Justice League? Because the 2017 version is his as well.
I think it was half his. I think Joss Whedon took.
Oh, it's a
took
mixed.
over.
It's a mixed baby.
Yeah.
He did Batman versus Superman.
Oh, he did?
Man of Steel. Watchmen is the one I'm thinking of, and he did 300.
He did Watchmen the movie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah. So Zack Snyder's kind of shooting at like 40% right now.
Yeah. Well,
so
some people like his style. So.
Now who?
I don't know.
Now who?
Not me.
I like you, Zach. I think you're a good guy. Unless you're like getting canceled. But Marvel is they are doing it.
They're killing it. They know what they're doing.
They're doing it. I love that the 2000s to the 2010s thing where they shot it kind of like American Family or whatever that show is called.
Modern Family.
These guys get it.
Mm-hmm.
I loved that. I like it a lot.
Yep.
But I just don't like where it's going now. Where Catherine Hahn is the witch. I'm just like,
so it's actually getting into Marvel stuff.
Yeah, I just don't like it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think this is just I'm bored now.
Nah, man, it's interesting to me. I was hooked on the last episode. I was like, yo, they're setting this up.
Man, I was picking up my phone trying to find out about Tiana Parrish.
Uh-huh.
I was like, yo, we're what you up to? Yeah, WandaVision is a nice show. I quite enjoyed at least the first 5 episodes. We'll see what happens if I keep watching it. What else? All right, I only got one more thing.
Yeah, what you
All
got?
right, so we're gonna take a break. We'll come back.
Okay.
All right, we're back on the show. So, give me a second here. Huh?
Set it up.
Damn, Chris, did you lower the volume on this?
No.
Okay. I got Sprint, so they still trying to find that T-Mobile. I don't have the best service anymore. I don't know what's happening. But whenever this decides that it wants to do something, it'll play. So we got new news from the Hawaiian one himself.
Ooh. Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Peter is coming.
Oh, yes. He's coming back. After how long?
He said, you ain't going to get snubbed by no Grammys if you don't put out no music. You didn't even put that one together. He said, you ain't going to get snubbed by no Grammys if you don't put no music out. And now he is with your guy, Anderson Paak.
Anderson Paak.
Peter's coming.
That was good timing.
I feel like this is not the song I was looking for.
Okay, great.
Okay, here it is. All right, predictions. Give it to me. What era do you think he's singing in?
With Anderson is going to be funky. It's going to be extra funky.
Well, so he just did 24 Karat, which was the 70s? No. It wasn't 70s. He did New Jack. So that, it's kind of 90s-ish.
Yeah.
It was 90s.
Because Finesse was 90s. And
Finesse, the Cardi. Oh, yeah.
And that was on that album, too, so.
I ain't like the Cardi version.
I like just the regular.
Yeah, the regular version did it.
I don't mind Cardi, but I feel like it has that extra 90s feel like on the regular version.
I think Cardi gave it that 90s feel, but I just didn't want to hear it from her.
Fair enough.
I do like Cardi's new song. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. Yeah. But
yeah. No, I don't know, but I it's got to have some extra funky, like that Anderson drum feel on the hi-hats. Just
is it gonna be great? Is it gonna be a classic album?
I got high hopes for this one.
If it's not great, Peter, I
want you to delete my DM.
Because like you never picked up
Yeah.
I just find it ridiculous.
Just leave it unread.
You know, he got a little something out called PD Pablo. I think it's like a shirt or something like that.
Oh, really?
Clothing line. And then he has an alcohol brand.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He does. It has a cool name to it too. I forgot what it's called though. But yeah, Bruno's been working. He just kind of disappeared just to make other things.
Yeah.
But let me see what it's called.
He got a kid?
Nah.
No?
He got coke?
I'm sure
allegedly.
Listen.
Ricky Regal. That's the name of that's the name. Ricky Regal. He looks real cool with his little new stash.
He does.
With Lacoste. Okay, so the name of the alcohol is called Selva Ray Rum.
Okay.
I want to drink a little bit of rum. You know, I always thought rum was this kind of like sweeter, raisiny drink and kind of more on the older side. And I've always considered that like one day I'm going to become really classy. I'm going to drink some rum.
Nah, you could get wasted with rum.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Take some Malibu. Some... what's the one with Captain Morgan?
Captain Morgan is rum?
Is rum.
I'm not going to drink that. I'm way too classy for that. That's like
I have standards.
Yeah, I do. I don't really drink either. But if I were to drink more, I would try Bruno Mars's alcohol and I would try The Rock's alcohol. But I would rather try The Rock's energy drink.
Oh, he has one of those too?
It's called Zoa.
That just sounds cool to drink.
Yeah. And it looks like a tattoo.
You go to the store, go get me a Zoa.
You know what I think is very respectful of Dwayne? So, you know, he was married to this lady and they got a divorce.
Yeah.
But they are business partners. And they speak very nice of each other. They have a child together. The child is 19. She's trained to be in the WWE. But you know who's a co-founder of Zoa? And The Rock's nutritionist and trainer? That lady's new husband.
Really?
Yeah. And I went on his page, and he was like, Dwayne is one of the hardest working people I know. He's the definition of, you know, diligence and da-da-da, and just bigging him up and just like, love this guy. He's really amazing. Just, And I was just like, damn, keep sucking on us.
We get it. You like each other.
No, but I was just like, that's a lot of respect for a guy who used to with your wife. You know what I'm saying? But I just like, I can't even put that together.
I think it's kind of cool.
It is very cool.
Very respectable.
It's very respectful. Respectable. So shout out to them. But yeah, Bruno, we're waiting on the music, man.
Hey, first track comes out Friday.
Really?
Yeah, I'm excited, bro.
Let's make it happen. These songs, listen, Bruno. If these songs are 2 minutes long again, I'm just.
Yeah, Mr. Mars.
I can't do that.
If I have to repeat it about 30 times to get the effect,
I can't do that anymore.
We'll have a problem.
I can't do that anymore. Bruno, learn to make a full song. That's all I gotta say to you, Buck.
Give me a 3.5 at least.
Come on, man. Learn to make a full. I get it. Streaming era, you can't hold people's attention for more than 45 seconds. Make like one album with regular length songs. You've been making these 38-second songs for 15 years. Just stop.
Just give me 2 verses. 2.
That's all I need. All right, before we get out of here, I'm going to play this for you.
Okay.
Do you know that straight men can have sex with men and not be gay? They can. My first few videos were about straight men having gay sex, and I'm getting activity again in comments that people don't understand that straight men can be attracted to the sex act, but not to the man. Straight men having sex with men doesn't cancel somebody's heterosexuality any more than a straight woman having sex with a woman cancels her sexuality. And it's not about bi erasure either. Please don't say that. Bisexual men are attracted to both men and women to different degrees. Straight men are not attracted to men. They're attracted to the sex with men. Could some of these men be gay or bisexual? Absolutely. But that comes over time, and that's a trajectory that only they can be in touch with to figure that out, not the therapist and not anyone else. So before you leave comments, please watch my earlier videos, read my books, Google me. Do you know that...
Okay. All right.
He had one good point there.
Go ahead.
That one good point was ladies can go out there and scissor it up with any other ladies that they want.
Why you like that, bro?
and nobody says anything. She says, I had a cool 6 months and now I'm back. And nobody says, that chick is a lesbian. Nobody says it.
That's fair. That's a good
point. But a guy, if he says, yo, tonight I'm slobbing on every knob, everyone goes, yo, you is mad gay, bro. Everybody says it.
Yeah.
So with that point being said, I was going to throw this whole video out until I was like,
that's a good point.
It's a great point.
That's a good point.
Devion has told me this before several times where he's like, I don't want to put business out there like that, but he said certain things like, you know, I've seen gay guys hook up with straight guys.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, so you've seen a gay guy hook up with a gay guy.
He said no.
That's
like,
not
no.
what I said. I was like, okay, sorry. So you've seen a gay guy hook up with a gay guy in the closet, like a download. And he was like, no, he's straight. It's just, he's like experimenting or whatever.
It makes sense. It makes sense. It's just the blunt statement of that. I was like, what? How? Show your work. Let's hear. But no, it makes sense. It makes sense.
I mean, no, it doesn't. So
go ahead. Show your work, Kelby.
Listen. There is a little bit of invasiveness that happens when another guy is inside of another guy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But he said that some straight guys like just like the act of it.
All right. Well, then get what do they call it? A peg.
A what?
A peg.
Uh-huh.
You know, those things.
No, but but what if they like doing it to other people?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean? Like they don't like receiving it, but they like giving it to other people, other guys.
Will they have it in their mouth?
I don't know. It's up to the person. But in my head, that's what I'm thinking. Like, okay, if you just like the act of sex, then you just like penetrating things.
Why don't you just penetrate the sex that you like?
I don't know.
If you, I mean, you could penetrate. You could penetrate an animal.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah,
that's illegal.
Yeah,
and ethically wrong. However, another
don't tell me about ethics.
Listen, another person who consensually agrees to it, totally fine. Do you?
No, it is totally fine. Do whatever you want to do with another man. However, how are we categorizing
this? I need a name for it.
Yeah. I can't buy this like, yo, you do things with other men, but you're still straight. No, that's not how it works. If you've had it in your mouth, deep throating it.
But girls do things with other girls, and they can still be straight.
Girls are not penetrating each other.
Says you. You don't know that.
No, they are. They're not.
No.
What do you mean?
You could get all kinds of attachments and extra things.
Yeah, extra things. But the peg is not you.
So?
Like a girl can peg a guy.
Uh-huh.
Fine.
Where's the difference? If a girl is already penetrating this guy who's straight.
No, she's not. The peg is.
Who's going... Who's controlling it? Who's wearing the peg?
Yeah, but she doesn't feel it. Yo, imagine a girl is wearing a peg and I don't know if this is the actual name, but she starts moaning. Like she's giving it to the guy and she's like, oh yeah. I would turn around like, what are you moaning about?
Yo, you can do that.
Why?
All right, so let me ask you this. If a transgender person was having sex with a man and that person had a penis.
If the transgendered person has a penis.
Yes.
Okay.
And they're penetrating another man, what is that? Go ahead. To me, it's the same shit. What is it? To me, it's the same shit.
What is it? Then what is it? You tell me. I don't know.
I'm asking you because you're the one telling me that a woman wearing a peg,
yes,
penetrating another man.
All right, let's call it something else.
A strap-on.
Okay, yeah.
Because that's what it is.
Okay.
She got to wear it.
Yeah, and she's moaning.
She can moan.
Why is she moaning?
It could be pushing up on her. You don't know.
It's not.
And she might just like the act of it. Same thing with a dude liking the act of pegging another person, another man.
Why would he need to peg another man?
Why not?
He already has a natural peg.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm saying that wrong. I'm saying same thing as a guy penetrating another man with his own.
No,
pendant.
Not the same thing. Can a strap-on get an STD? Are you in any form of danger of getting anybody pregnant or getting an STD with a strap-on?
You might be able to get an infection, bro.
No.
You gotta wipe those things, bro.
No.
Yes, you do. Are you telling me you not gonna wipe the thing that you have inside you?
Is it gonna get you pregnant?
No.
Okay.
That we know of.
Okay. A strap-on is just that. It is an additional tool to put on top of your body. You're not getting anything from it.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
You don't know that. It could be double-sided, bro.
It's not double-sided.
One's inside.
It's not
and
double-sided.
And the other one's coming out.
It's not double-sided.
Hey, bro, this 2021. They got double-sided.
Okay, fine. Let's say it's double-sided. Still, it is an additional tool that is not a part of your body. You're just adding on to something.
But it's the same act, though.
It's a similar act, but it's not the same.
I don't know. Obvious shit.
The same is a flesh, an organ, something from your body entering somebody else. And you are now doing this thing where there is flesh meets flesh. But plastic meets flesh, it's not the same thing.
I don't know. To me, if you like it, whatever.
How are you not seeing that these are two different things?
I don't. Because to me, it's the same act.
It's a similar act, but it's not the same.
Like, you still getting something up your butt.
So?
What do you mean?
Okay,
so?
all right, fine. Somebody puts a finger in your butt. Are you saying, oh, why did you put your penis in there?
No. I'm not that stupid that I don't believe that the penis.
I thought it was the same
negative.
thing.
The act is the same.
No, it's not.
I'm not saying a penis and a piece of plastic and a finger are all the same thing.
What are you saying?
I'm saying it's all the same act.
What is the
act?
So
if you like getting pegged by a girl versus getting pegged by penetrated by another man.
Stay right there. Pegged and penetrated are two different things. If a girl has a strap-on on and she is pegging a guy, sorry again if I'm using the wrong word, she is not doing anything to the guy.
But if she pegging him, she's still penetrating him.
She is not doing anything to the guy. She is just in control
You're just getting to semantics now.
No, these are two different things. Because how do you not see this?
I don't.
Like, if the girl is holding something and she's putting it inside the guy, yes, technically he is getting penetrated, but he's not getting penetrated by her.
Okay, all right. So if we want to play semantics, let's do this. If a girl is putting a piece of plastic in a man's booty hole and another man puts his finger in another man's booty hole, and that same man's booty hole,
who's in greater danger? The plastic or the other guy or the girl?
both, because you don't know where that booty hole been.
Stay right there then. Yes. So can the girl walk away now that she's put a piece of plastic in another man's butthole and she's totally fine, but the guy who stuck his finger in there have some kind of infection
He could
or something?
come out and watch. They both got to wash their stuff.
No, because the girl is holding a piece of plastic.
I agree to disagree there.
No, there is no. What are you talking about?
To me, if you like getting penetrated as a man and you want another man to do it, but you still like women, do you? I give it to you. You straight? You straight.
All right. Stay right there. We're gonna make a quick phone call.
Who we calling?
Let's see if we can call somebody. All right. Come on, pick up.
Hello?
Hello, is this Carmella?
What's up?
Mella.
Carmella, this is Kelby from the Blackstalgia podcast here with Chris. If you have anything that's going to get you in trouble, please don't say it.
Okay.
All right, so we have a quick question for you.
It's a great question.
Actually, I'm gonna save that question for you a little later.
Okay.
I have a different scenario for you.
Okay.
So you are in college.
Uh-huh.
Are you busy at all?
I don't care.
No.
Okay. I was going to say, we interrupting. You got to work early in the morning or something.
She's gonna be late no matter what. All right.
But she'll be saving a slipped person.
Okay. So you are in college. You go to a party. You go in the bathroom and you see two guys in the bathroom. One guy's down on his knees, slobbing like crazy. Okay, and you say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Do what you guys do. All good. No problem. Everything's fine."
Mm-hmm.
6 years down the line, you are at a wedding. You see a guy. Say, "Wow, what a handsome guy." You guys talk. You start dating. It's 2 weeks down the line of you guys meeting and starting a date, and you're starting to really like this guy. But something inside of you says, I know this guy. I just don't know who this is. And then eventually you realize this is the guy who was down on his two knees in that bathroom in college going crazy on that other guy. So you ask him and you say, "Hey, sir, are you bi or are you gay?" And he says, "I'm straight." What do you say?
I'm gonna say that I'm gonna tell him about what I saw.
Yeah, but he tells you and he's straight up with you. He says, "All right, yeah, I was on the thing. However, I'm still straight. I consider myself straight."
Yes.
Now what you gonna say?
Like, he's not denying that he did it. He's just like,
"Oh,
he
yeah, 100%
yeah.
is like, yo, I was in there like swimwear."
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he's just like, "No, but I'm still straight."
I can't say this hasn't happened to me.
Oh my gosh.
We called the right people, man. You knew.
Oh my gosh.
Not like exactly, but I've had it happen where like somebody I was dating told me about their past, and the way that he told me was just kind of nonchalant, like just like, "Oh yeah, like I was at a party and like we went upstairs and we were both drunk and da 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 da." And I almost thought he was joking, but then I was like, why would he? Why would you say that story? You know? And so I was like, okay, what was that a phase or like what's up? And he's like, yeah, like we were just both drunk. And so I in the moment questioned it only for a little bit, and then he's like, "But I'm straight," and I'm just like, "Oh, okay." And then we kept dating, so I guess it didn't bother me too much.
But you believed him 100%. You was like, "Oh, this dude's straight."
Yeah, because
Oh, I know.
I mean, huh?
No, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think I like questioned his sexuality too much further. Like, he just made it seem like, oh, this is just something that I did when I was drunk. I was curious, not really my thing. And then I moved on. So it's not like he was dating men after that, you know?
Okay. We just watched a video where the guy said straight guys could like the act of gay sex but still be straight.
Like watching it?
No, being a part of it, just kind of getting
front and center,
rammed.
Oh.
Well, no, see, the thing is the video didn't specify if they like giving it or receiving it.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, it kind of matters.
It doesn't matter. If you're doing something with a guy, it don't matter what you're doing. If you feel another guy's facial hair upon yours, it doesn't matter.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so here's the question that we originally called you for.
Okay.
Chris, you frame it up because I don't even know.
Oh, okay. So Kelby was arguing with me. He was saying that the act of one man penetrating another man is the same thing, or no, it's different than a woman pegging another man. Because he was saying one is plastic going into a person and one is flesh on flesh. To me, the act is the same, but he thinks different. They're completely different things.
I said that they are similar, but they are not the same.
What are you saying is like, I guess, the same or similar? The actual act?
The act of penetrating somebody.
I think it definitely, it's different because I don't think you could say a woman who pegs a man has anything to do with sexuality. It's just more so pleasure, right?
But couldn't you argue about that with another man?
No, because I think that's different because a man having sex with another man has to do with him enjoying being with a man. Like I, for example, don't like having sex with women. That's just what it is. Like,
how you know that?
If, I just know.
How are you gonna ask evasive questions like that?
I'm just saying.
Put her on the spot.
You never know.
No, I do.
Okay.
Pretty pause.
Oh, okay. No, okay, I got it.
So I think you can definitely have one thing differ. I think it's not like a bleeding line between the two.
Here's why I say it's different. I think that if a person puts their body in another person, that is very different than a person putting a belt on and sticking a piece of plastic in another person and moaning. It's not the same thing. There's no risk in putting plastic in someone else.
Uh-huh.
You see why I'm saying it's different? I don't know. I don't understand why Chris is saying they're the same thing.
Obviously I know they're two different things, but I was just saying, like, the act of it, to me, like, if that's what you like, that's what you like.
Yeah, I think, Kelby, you're on a whole different conversation than
I don't understand. Then I don't understand. But, okay.
And if it's a man inside another man, and if they smart about it and safe, there's still plastic going into another person because you got to wrap it up.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, because like, what is the difference, or what is your thought then if a lesbian who's using a strap on another woman? You know what I'm saying?
Nothing happened.
What do you mean nothing happened?
Kelby's argument is that they had no appendage to put into another person.
Are you saying nothing happens as far as like STDs? What do you like? What I don't know what the
like
what the
there's no threat there.
What is the threat? That's
yeah,
what
what's the threat?
I'm saying like you using a strap on is like a woman can use a strap on without another woman. The presence of another woman there does not change the fact that you guys did anything together or did not do anything together. The strap-on did the work. The other lady is just there.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is like, I don't understand. I actually don't even understand what you guys are asking me. They're not the same thing.
Well, I'm asking because you were saying, well, there's no threat.
Yes, there's no threat. There's no like, you're not gonna get an STD. You're not getting pregnant. There's no.
That's not what he's saying, though.
What is he saying?
He's saying if you have sex with another man and claim to be straight, that's cool.
Right, but if a woman has strap-on sex, listen, if a woman has strap-on sex with another woman, she did not have sex with that other woman. The strap-on.
That's wrong, bro.
She was just there watching, putting the tool into the other girl.
No.
So you're saying not a single girl who has slept with another woman has really had sex?
If they use a strap on, yeah.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
That's not how that.
100%. That's wrong.
You are wrong.
That makes
you called me to hear you are wrong.
That makes no sense at all. That makes no sense at all.
Makes sense to me.
So to you, sex to you is only basically anatomical. So you're saying you can only have sex if a male with a penis and a woman with a vagina, one goes into the other. That's the only.
Or a man goes inside of another man.
Okay, so an appendage has to go inside someone else.
Threat.
So not a single lesbian has had sex.
In the whole.
They've had assisted fun.
All right, God. We done. You wrong.
I'm sorry, I just don't get it. I don't see it.
I guess so.
I mean, but I guess they do if they're using their tongue and things like that. Yes. But a strap on, you can get the same experience with a strap on or with whatever the thing is without another person being there. So because you're there now, we've had sex? No.
I mean, yeah, okay. That's literally what makes it different.
Yeah.
That's literally the difference between self-pleasure and sex.
But it's still self-pleasure.
No, it's not, because
somebody else is giving you a
strap on, somebody is actually putting it inside of you. That is the difference, literal difference between self-pleasure, because a guy can still be by himself and use a dildo in his ass.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that.
And if another guy is there, the other guy didn't. Oh my gosh.
So you saying another man has a dildo, and another guy comes in the room and assists him with the dildo. Mm-hmm. They didn't have sex.
No, he just assisted him with self-pleasure, or with assisted tool pleasure. But the dildo's the one getting all the action. The other guy's just there.
I don't.
Imagine if the other guy's putting a dildo in another guy's butt and he's moaning. What are you moaning about?
Probably the pleasure he's receiving.
What is the pleasure?
Know.
Watching?
What do you? I don't think he would be moaning. I mean, I don't know. I'm not there. What exactly prompted this conversation?
The guy who said that straight guys can have gay sex, but they're still straight. And then so it all spinned into this. So, okay, got it. I had no clue that that's how gay sex worked. I had no clue.
Gotta do your research, bro.
It still makes no sense to me. I'm not gonna go to Pornhub. I'm not gonna go.
He's with
it's
Jesus.
Free.
He can't.
I'm not. I know Carmella. It's free. Just go to Pornhub. Type in "dancing bear gay." That's it. No, I'm not going to. But I just never knew that you guys considered assisted tool sex as sex.
Yes. You have to, Kelby, see, when you branch out to other things other than just plain missionary, you can find
relax.
that sex is
No, hey, relax. We're not talking about plain missionary. I'm talking about a person being in another person.
Oh, I know. Well, I know. I don't know. You clearly don't know.
No, I really don't know. I have
Cabrera, I'm so glad you're on this call.
No, I have no clue how you could say, "Oh yeah." Then he pulls out the plastic on me. What?
Well, it's rubber.
Whatever. I don't really like. Come on. It makes no sense to me. That makes no sense to me. I ain't get it. I don't get it still. But if that's what y'all do, that's what you're doing out here in these streets. Okay.
You gotta open your horizon, broaden your horizon.
Carmella, the thing is, I know that these things are happening. I just don't know that people are considering like, oh yeah, we had sex last night with the rubber.
Yes, Toby, welcome to 2021.
Where's the threat?
You need a threat to have sex, sir?
Why is there threat associated with this? I don't understand.
Are you an adrenaline junkie?
Right.
Maybe I need to say it in a different word.
I need to be scared in order to have sex.
Right.
A little bit.
Why is there threat?
All right, we just learned more about you.
Okay. Sorry. Where's the connection?
It's more than just physical, bro.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what
Sex
exactly
is
what I'm
way
saying.
more than just physical.
No, I get that, but it has to be physical.
It is physical.
It is physical.
It's two physical things connecting.
You know what? I'm gonna stay right here in my missionary. Missionary's lit amongst married folk.
Oh yes.
Kids, get married, yo. Get married, yo. This world is getting crazy out here.
Oh my goodness.
We're talking about pegging. Yo, imagine if somebody just said that to you, like, yeah, we had the wildest night together. That rubber went in me crazy. I would have been like, yeah, the rubber had a great night. You and the rubber.
That's not it. No one has ever said that ever.
They should.
No, definitely not.
I had no clue that this is how you guys ran out here. Okay.
We, I don't think, are running out here like this, but people do.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Got it. Now I know. Threatless sex. Cool.
Threatless sex. You ain't living.
You ain't living until you're having some threats.
So
in the
you
bed.
scared.
Right.
Yeah. Imagine the dildo going to get an STD check. Like, come on, man. This is so crazy.
All right. Thank you, Mela.
Thanks, Carmella.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
So I don't even understand. I don't get it.
That was the most heated discussion I've ever had. Me?
Yeah. You stay right there.
I haven't moved.
Now stay.
Hello,
Anonymous. This is
what's going on?
Kelby from the Blackstalgia podcast. I have one simple question for you if you're able to answer.
Absolutely.
When two people, does not matter their sex, just two people, purchase a piece of rubber and strap it upon their waist and use the rubber to enter someone else, is this real sex?
No.
Explain it to me.
It is not real sex because it's not a real body part. Like, I feel like you have to have a very wild imagination to believe that that's real sex. I mean, having said that, this is coming from a person who does not come from, like, penetration. But, like, I just can't fathom something plastic going in me and me thinking, like, it's real. Like, it just is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't.
I thought I was going insane, Anonymous.
You're not going insane at all.
I was talking to Chris. I spoke to another person on the phone, and they said this is what the kids are out here doing in 2021. They're strapping it on and they're pegging each other, and this is real.
That's 100% false.
This is real sex.
You know how Kelby likes to exaggerate everything that come out his mouth?
And boy, that didn't make no sense. What are you talking about?
Fake.
Where's the threat?
And the thing is, it's like, I've talked to lesbians and they said things like, that some get turned on by like, people, sucking on the strap and doing all this stuff. And I'm just like, how?
Sucking on the strap.
Sucking on the strap, on the toy, on the rubber, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't make sense to me at all. Like, I guess it's just a mental thing, but I don't know. It's just not real.
Now, Anonymous, why should the people consider your words as valid?
Because I have experienced the fake dick.
Chris, you have any questions?
I don't have questions. I would just argue that it's not only physical. Sex isn't only physical. So if it is with a piece of plastic or rubber, whatever you want to call it, sometimes it's the emotion behind it that you can consider sex.
No, but it's not always emotion.
Sometimes is it not considered a sexual act to do those things?
It is a sexual act.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, it's an act. But great word, great word choice, because it is definitely an act. It is some acting to believe.
Hey, all right, okay. But you can still act with some real dick too.
This is true. That's also true. But a fake dick can't come.
Go ahead, now.
Listen, you just didn't get the right model.
Fake dick. I'm sorry.
I said you just didn't get the right model. Some of them things.
But even the person wearing the fake dick, like, how can they come from that?
And they're over there moaning. Like, what are you moaning at?
You came up with a moaning. No one else said that.
No, I'm saying that, but you said it could be double-sided. No.
It could be. Can it not be double-sided? It's 2021. You don't think there's triple-sided things?
There are definitely double-sided, but, like, I don't know. Like, I'm imagining that you're talking about the one where, people put it on and they're just trying to...
Yeah. That was our first.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know what it looks like double-sided. But it's not sex. It's not sex. I barely count it as a sexual act because you could technically never even really touch each other.
This is true.
There's no threat.
See, okay, all right, let me bring this up because he keeps saying there's no threat and that's why it's not sex. Why do you need a threat to have sex? Mm-hmm. Explain.
Are you asking me?
Anybody.
I'll tell you why. Because sex, it is a physical act, okay? We're talking about body juices, all this kind of stuff. So that's why when you're talking, you're laughing at me, but I'm saying, when you're talking about emotions, some of the emotion that comes with having sex with somebody is trust. You got to trust that this person is clean. You got to trust that this person is not going to get you pregnant. All this stuff. If you're talking about, oh, yeah, they ran me crazy with that piece of rubber, I would look at you sideways. I'd be like, what are you talking about, you stupid? Like, this makes no sense.
First of all, ain't nobody going to come at you and tell you like that. That's the stupidest sentence I ever heard.
They would.
However, if you talk about trust, you say you need trust to have sex.
Yeah.
So how come you not trusting the piece of plastic that's not going to get you pregnant, that's not going to fucking give you STD if you wash them?
Yeah, me and the plastic had a great time. That girl who was sticking it into me, nice for being there. Thanks.
The plastic can't come.
There you go. I knew I wasn't crazy.
If it don't come, you must run.
Is that a thing? Shit. She called a bunch of people out just now.
Here's one last question for you if you want to answer. If you want to answer. We watched a video. This guy said that men can have gay sex but still be straight. Is this even a thing in your eyes?
Oh, damn.
That's how this all started.
I don't think you could be straight after that. But I mean, I guess if it was a thing that happened years and years ago and you never ever did it again, you never thought about it, maybe just experienced it, maybe, but I don't like, damn, that's a tough one. What are your guys' opinions on that?
So what the guy said in the video, and Kelby said it was a good point too, that he said girls can fool around with each other and still consider themselves straight at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
So to me, I was like, listen, if shit like that can happen, then, equal on both sides.
So this is how this whole rubber thing came about. I said, I think the reason why ladies can fool around with each other and still be considered straight is because nothing is going inside of anybody. You're doing a little kissing, doing a little licking, and that's it. You don't feel like you've been penetrated. But if a guy is walking around and he knows he just got butt blasted last weekend by another
you see how Kelby narrates these things to prove his point? He say, "Oh, it could be a little kissy licky, it's nothing," but he gets rammed. If he gets blasted in the booty, and then he's gonna turn around and say, "Yeah, I'm cool, I'm straight." Just 48 hours ago, I had everything in my mouth, penis and balls, just blah, 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 deep in my throat. I'm not going to believe you, bro.
And that's another thing. It's like, if the person getting rammed, that nigga, he gay.
Okay, so that was my argument. If he's getting pegged by a woman by a piece of rubber and at the same time getting pegged by a piece and he still considered himself straight, and that's believable. Why is it not believable that he could get rammed by another dude and still consider himself straight?
No, because the peg has no personality. It's not. It has no threat. But the guy,
there we go with a thread again.
Okay. Or what was the other word that I said? It's not thread. It's something else. But you always have to walk around knowing that another man was inside of you.
Right.
But you could also walk around knowing a piece of rubber's in you.
He's sweating all over you, and the thing is, in the male anatomy, the G spot's back there, so I could almost understand why a man would want to get penetrated there, but if you allow another big hairy man to dig all up in that ass, it's kind of no coming back from that, because maybe you want that feeling to experience the orgasm, the euphoria of that G spot being stimulated or whatever. Okay, we'll have a woman put her finger back there, whatever. But to go out of your way to have sex with a man and get pegged is a whole nother level.
And sex is not only physical, Chris.
Kelby, why don't you shut your ass up? That's the shit I just told you.
Thank you, Anonymous.
No problem. Bye.
Whew. Boy, I thought I was going nuts. All right. Thank you for.
We got to hang out with Anonymous more. It's been a while.
Thank you for watching the Blackstalgia podcast. Appreciate you. If you guys are coming from Snapchat, let me know in the comments, or follow us on the Blackstalgia Instagram page. It's called Blackstalgia Podcast. You can see it right below here. If you enjoyed this conversation, share it with your friends. Ask me a question. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, wada. And Chris is all the way over there. He's all the way on Instagram and Twitter. And that's about it.
We're going to have to put a warning label on the start of this episode.
The first half of the episode is
yeah, if you want to just put a clean version, we can.
We won't.
That's all right. We'll put the whole thing.
So long.
Laters.
Bye.